All right, good morning. Market's open. Happy Friday. First candle didn't really go anywhere too quickly, but this next one's pushing up through VWAP. See if we chop around or kind of a strong close through. Might be looking good for the bulls here. Okay, yesterday's high coming up right here. Keep an eye on that. What's the blue line you marked out? That is yesterday's high, the New York high from yesterday. Alright, looks like we're already pulling back a little bit. Back through VWAP, down to these EMAs. Kind of forming a bull flag here, but we're also sitting right next to VWAP. Don't really like going long the VWAP personally. Or even kind of around it. It can be a little scary sometimes. So definitely gonna be cautious here. Still could play out obviously, but not the best setup for me.
Connection lost.
Lost connection there for a sec, but I think we're back. I think we're good. Still kind of just hanging out around the same spot. Not really doing much or going anywhere. Yeah, still holding up right here. Kind of struggling to pick a direction here. But I'd say it's still pretty bullish overall. It looks like it might break out of here real quick. Let's get some green. That's right, that's what I'm saying. Alright, looks like we are pushing through this bull flag a little bit. But definitely not a lot of buyers yet. Bad year recession, but still got a decent short. That's nice. That's what we like to hear. Alright, we're already getting pretty close to the highs here. Not to mention ES. Oops. ES is already at the highs. It's just grinding higher. Looking a lot cleaner than NASDAQ right now. But we'll be patient. NASDAQ just needs to figure some things out first. And then we'll be chilling. ES always running? Yeah. Seriously. Alright, almost into the highs there. Already coming back a little bit though. Alright, we just need to break out of here. Catch up to ES. ES is just running. And we are kind of just chilling here right now on NQ. Pulling back now a little bit. Got practice in 20 minutes. Good luck trading today. Appreciate it. Good luck with practice. Appreciate you tuning in just for a little bit to say hi. Always appreciated. Oh wow, we're really slapping now. ran up in the overnight. Figured it would sell off in the beginning. Yeah, it definitely could have been a good guess. And it was selling off a bit just in the last like 4 hours. But yeah, it looks like it kind of found a little support here. Push up a bit, but it's a little indecisive right now for what it wants to do here. Definitely definitely a lot of sellers though right here. Delta looking kind of heavy for the sellers. So still might do what you were thinking. Still a little hard to really be bearish with ES looking like this. We got that big 1 minute bearish fair value gap. Yeah, no, this thing's pretty big, especially for the 1 minute chart. It's a big candle. A lot of sellers. Big kind of imbalance for sure. Definitely not a bad like kind of reversal setup. Kind of off this, you know, maybe break a structure. Bearish for value gap. It's a big one too. Yeah, it definitely could be a sign that we're going down. But again, kind of hard to really be bearish with ES looking like this. I mean, NASDAQ will do what it wants to do, obviously. It does not always need ES approval. But at the same time, without ES approval, it can be a little sketchy. Yeah, we might try and take a bear flag here if we... Okay, well, we kind of got one, but this candle's kind of teleporting around. Is there news right now? Am I totally spacing? There might be some 45 news. Okay, yeah, there is. I should have been more on top of that. U.S. S&P Services PMI final. So yeah, news right now. That's why it's a little kind of wiki up and down, just like floating around. We have more news at 8 o'clock in 15 minutes. So another reason to be a little cautious. Still could probably find some trades in the next 15 minutes, but the 8 o'clock news could definitely be dangerous. Chance. Yeah, the 7:45 news wasn't anything like crazy big. It wasn't even like a red folder. At least on Forex Factory. On Financial Juice, it is showing it as like a red thing. I don't know. I look at both of them because they do usually say different things sometimes. Because yeah, this is showing it's kind of a red impact. But then forexfactory.com is showing like just a yellow folder. Clearly didn't move that much, but it was a little like up and down. Which makes sense. But yeah, 8 o'clock is definitely going to be probably a little more serious. We'll see. Alright, back up to VWAP. Kind of just going straight through this bearish gap. Not really messing around here. Still could be bear flag, but yeah, ES is just kind of, I never took out any lows and it's just going higher, so hard to be real bearish. Did have that nice little slap though. But yeah, it looks like it's going to kind of take out the highs, and NASDAQ might as well, so keep our eye on that. My 15-minute opening range is set. That's what these white lines are, for those of you who were wondering. Got an indicator that shows it. Fortunately, it shows like this, all this crap right here. I'm not sure like how to remove that from the top of the chart with the indicator. I know there's a way. I was trying to toy with it earlier and couldn't figure it out. If anyone in chat remembers, let me know. If not, I'll probably just try and Google it. But yeah, it does make it a little ugly at the top of the chart. Bullish on the 3-minute with a fair value gap. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, looks like we might get one in the next 2 minutes. But it's pulling back a little bit. Bear flag still could play out here. I think I figured it out. Indicators. Boom, gone. We'll leave the other ones because they're not really intrusive. Alright, still slowly going up. We did hold up a VWAP there. Nice little close above, retest. Held it pretty nicely. Kinda just a little choppy though. I mean, look at the 5-minute. It's definitely a little choppy right here. Yes, still looking pretty bullish. Oh, this could be the bear flag playing out. Could get a little break. Break out lower. Yeah, there's too much right here for me to take it. Too many reasons not to. Like ES not being bearish. But also we're above the EMAs, we're above VWAP. We VWAP's right in here, as well as the EMAs. So even if we did get this push down like we did, it's also a great spot to kind of bounce and hold these EMAs and the VWAP and then push up. So definitely could still play out always, but kind of a little trap. Those are still seeing this 15-minute opening range, and clearly we've kind of just been kind of chopping. Yeah, this could be a bull flag playing out as well. Yeah, kind of getting that push up now. Yes, taking out the highs. And Q a little behind, but this could be right here. We definitely could be liking if we close above these areas right here. Could be a nice retest, but we're already rejecting this 15-minute opening range high. So it might not want to. It might just want to chop. Yeah, coming right back to the middle of the range. Swept the highs, barely, but right back. Right back to the middle. Definitely not making it easy on us today. Back down to the London low. I guess we didn't really mark that out. We've kind of just been like, kind of chopping around it earlier today. 28.5. Right there. So we did get like a little bit of a retest off that earlier. But yeah, we are kind of just like chopping around it. So this wasn't the best. Kind of closed below for me. And even again, I do like that kind of setup. But typically the first test is the best test. Because even now, it's like, this is good. We could put a sell here. And it might work out still. But again, the first test is usually the best test. Can't really guarantee this other one will work out, especially if we do choose this as the bottom and bounce back up to the middle or the top of the range. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Well, it looks like it is kind of working out here. Again. We'll see if we can get the same thing to kind of happen with the 15-minute opening range low. Could be looking a little bit more bearish now. Yes, still a little behind.
Order submitted.
Not really taking out any
Order
lows.
filled.
But, oops. Alright, we're chilling. We'll still try and go for it here. Yo, what's up? You just need to be positive so we can buy. I mean, yeah, if you're looking to buy, might need some positive news because we're looking a little bearish now. And we got news in 2.5 minutes, so we'll keep this trade short. Hopefully. Looks like we're not really getting the reaction we were hoping for, but yeah, I'll probably try and get out of it just before news, if possible. Yeah, kind of struggling to go down there. Hopefully we get the little push now, maybe. feel like it kind of wants to. Alright, there we go. Let's go break even. Kind of got to the lows there. Hopefully just get that little push to my target. I'm so close. I might just be, am I too greedy with my profit target? I might be. For those of you who were here yesterday.
Target filled.
Alright, there we go. We got filled, we're chilling. But yeah, yesterday, 4 times, or at least like twice. Got down next to my profit target. And then we just went right back, got stopped out break even. NQS PTRD, thank you for the follow. Yes, and that was a W trade, we'll take it. What is your equity, bro? I'm trading on a funded account right now with Take Profit Trader. And I have some funding ticks accounts as well. So this is a 50K account, if that answers your question at all. Yeah, nice little retest there. Probably would have been a little cleaner though if we had ES kind of down here as well. That's why, again, a little hesitant to really be bearish, just because ES is still sitting up here while the Nasdaq is doing kind of the opposite down here. But still got a nice retest. We'll take it. Oh, here's news. Forgot to give a little warning though. This is an actual news candle. Look at this. Look at this sucker move. We have the overnight low at 73. So almost got down there. But we're almost back up to the top of the candle. But now we're making our way back down. Not the craziest news, but we had a quick little slap down. Not quite the bullish news you were looking for, but it did move the market a bit. Might even get another retest off this overnight low potentially if we continue lower. Yes, also that news kind of helped bring it below this low. So we could be a little bit more bearish on ES now, which is kind of what we need to continue lower on the Nasdaq. This could be it here. Okay, kind of bouncing off the overnight lows. It does tend to be a good liquidity level to kind of sweep and then go up higher later in the day. So right now it's looking kind of sweepy, which is fine. Definitely no problem letting it do its thing. Yeah, a little sweep. This could be the low of the day. Taking out the overnight low. Nice sweep of that liquidity. And we definitely could be making some moves up, but also not too late to keep going lower. Get down to yesterday's low. So yeah, if we get a decent close below, maybe even below this wick, might go for another one of those retests. Maybe if we build out a bear flag or something. But until then, we're kind of just being patient here. So I definitely could rip back up here off the overnight low. I think that's what we did yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we took out the overnight lows and we just ripped right back up. Yeah, kind of struggling to close below, so might not be really worth taking. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna close below anyways. I'm still gonna buy. Well, this might be the spot to buy. It's definitely looking a little bearish, but we just took out the overnight lows, and we're kind of holding them pretty well. So definitely not a bad spot to buy. And as I say that, here we go, potentially. Don't buy because I said so, but definitely not looking like a bad opportunity. Oh, still could be kind of bearish though. Kind of building out a flag here. But also could just be could make a little high here and then a higher low. Continue up. Kind of get up here, come back down here, then continue higher. So definitely just gotta be a little patient. No good setups right now for me. This isn't bad though. Kind of hard to take for me just because we have the overnight low right there, which as you can see, it's a good spot to like kind of wick in and bounce off of. So to short into it, not the best idea. But if we can get through it, get down here, some shorts could be looking better again. Yeah, definitely gotta be patient. Right now we're kind of, I mean, there's kind of some moves here, but mostly it's just kind of chopping around the overnight low. Kind of still deciding if we want to really bounce off of it, like we're doing here, or if the sellers want to keep pushing it down. But this is definitely strong support right here. Yeah, we might try to make a higher high here in a second. Yeah, still plenty of sellers. Delta's still looking pretty bearish, or very bearish actually. And yes, pulling back up a little bit better than NASDAQ, but still looking kind of bearish, kind of like a reversal potentially. NASDAQ kind of just chilling at the lows. Alright, we're trying again. Can we get through the lows? Or do we bounce them again? Ooh, kind of getting through, but also kind of bouncing back. Alright, there we go. Took out the low lows. So there's kind of the bear flag playing out there. Looking like it might be a decent close as well. So, yeah, there we go. That could be
Order submitted.
pretty good bearish move there. I wouldn't mind if we came up, retested it, maybe used it as resistance to go down. Not sure if we're going to do that though. The sellers are looking kind of heavy. It looks like we might just kind of keep melting here. Now that we finally pushed through the overnight low, we might just be going all the way down. Yes as well, making its way down. Not at the lows yet, but we did make a bear flag and we are pushing through it as we speak. So imagine we kind of play that out on the ES and take out the lows as well.
Order cancelled.
We might still try that. But actually, I don't know, with how much we just like bought up right there, it might be a little scary. It could still work out. But yeah, we just had a lot of buyers kind of just coming out of nowhere. And ES kind of failed to take the lows there, so that's what some people call an SMT divergence. Which is a good reason to go long, I think. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I've heard the term thrown around. And like, I do use like delta divergences in my trading a little bit, just as I analyze price and just how there's the difference. Like, obviously we're taking out highs here. We failed to take out lows here. So kind of hard to be bearish on ES. I mean, NASDAQ. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of hold this. Maybe get a little push up, but at the same time, we're going down. Looks like maybe it would have been a nice little sell-off bounce after all. Yeah, looks like it would have been pretty decent, but just enough reasons not to take it. With ES kind of grinding up like this. Is what it is. We're still up to 45 on the day on this account. Can't really complain. Definitely don't have to be greedy here at all. We're just here to make some money. And we've already done that. But we'll try and find another good trade if we can. Yeah, still might be a good spot to kind of go long. I mean, still holding this overnight low really well. Yeah, might get a little push up now. Catch a nice short. I caught one earlier up here. I did not catch this one just because we had the bear flag, if this is the one you're talking about. But I didn't really feel comfortable shorting into the overnight low right here, this blue line. So yeah, didn't take this. As you can see, we kind of tried it and bounced right up off of it. Didn't quite take out the highs, and then we did finally get the push down. And then we had a kind of a retest off the overnight low, which would have been also a nice short, but we did not take it. ES was looking, it was just kind of failing to take out any of the lows. So for those reasons, didn't take those shorts. But yeah, definitely could be one of those bounce around EMA until the end of the day, then pick a direction. I mean, yeah, we got the EMAs right here, and then even just the overnight low, it seems to be kind of just chopping around it right now. Doesn't quite want to bounce off of it for the reversal to go back up, but it's not really getting through it either, which is kind of what we'd want to see. 25,067 is a good buy area for me. Yeah, that is kind of the bottom of the day, just about. Definitely could be a little good at buy area. Alright, another nice little candle holding the overnight low. Could make the push now. Yeah, still slowly just kind of going higher. Not the best price action, but it is going up, I suppose. Nasdaq a little more choppy, but still could be good. Sold off that whole run up from yesterday. Oh yeah, I mean basically we're not at the lows yet. We still have, what is that? Yeah, we still have like 100 points until we're at the yesterday's low. But we are kind of back down to that consolidation and chop we had yesterday. And then yeah, the whole we did undo all the run up from the overnight session. But yeah, we do still have about 100 points down here is where the all market 93.75. This is the low from yesterday. Alright, here's that push finally. Now we're kind of looking good for some longs potentially. Yeah, down there would have been a good buy. Almost took it when we wicked off this overnight low. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth the potential chop that we were kind of looking at, but we did get that break finally, so that is looking good. Looking nice. We could get a decent trade here on the 5-minute. We close above this fair value gap. But we are kind of rejecting off the top of it. Still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds till the close of the 5-minute. Yeah, if we close up above the 25,100s and then get a little retest, could be another good buy. See if the bulls can get back up there. We are pulling back a little bit here. We'll enter at 5-minute red candle close Okay, wait for the red candle close and then go for the buy. Not a bad idea. Alright, pullback's looking a little heavy here. Hopefully we don't just go all the way back down to the lows, but we might. Might just get back into this little chop area here. ES still doing the same thing it's been doing for the last 18 minutes. And yeah, it's almost looking like it wants to go lower. Possibly like a higher time frame. Yeah, like the 3-minute chart kind of has a bear flag right here, which kind of looking like we might play out here. Could be getting that 5-minute close for you. It's also rejecting off this bearish gap pretty heavily. But definitely a little hard to be bearish with these wicks on the 5-minute. But there's your red close. But again, kind of higher time frame bear flag. But yes, still going nowhere. Still hard to be bearish or really any directional bias with this happening. It's going up, but it's kind of just chopping up. Might hold the overnight low again. Kind of hard to say.
Order submitted.
We might feel a little momentum push up here. We might try the buy. Looks like it's kind of going back down there.
Order canceled.
Yeah, kind of a bull flag. Holding the overnight lows. Might still take it, but yeah, not really sure what it wants to do here. Probably just gotta be a little bit careful. Like I said, 5-minute, kind of hard to go short with these wicks, but also with this wick, kind of hard to go long. So it looks like it might just be kind of chopping for the next little bit, but we'll see. The 3-minute looks a little bit better. The 3-minute's definitely kind of a nice bear flag. A little bit better price action. Yeah, it looks like a 5-minute kind of could be playing out here as well. Kind of struggling to really get through the overnight low though. Definitely a solid area of support. I mean, yeah, that's what, 4 candles in a row. We touched it or went below it, and then we closed above it. If we weren't right at these CMAs, I might try and go long, but as much as we've been holding overnight lows, we're also holding this on EMA. Bro, I'm in Seaside, remember I told you? Seaside, what do you mean by that? You probably did tell me, but give me a little reminder. Oh, Florida. Met the baddest blonde yesterday. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Alright, there's a nice little close below those wicks. Shorts kind of playing out there, but we're already right back to the... on the beach? Jeez. Well, good for you. I was saying, Love, you expecting me in a scary trade. Close to passing funded. Oh, wait. No, I definitely remember your name, Peaser, but I don't remember the Florida stuff, but I do remember, I believe you're the one who, oh yeah, it was a couple days ago, and you had the, I think it was the long, and then like, oh yeah, I remember kind of hoping, or no, it was the short, that's right. Oh yeah, it was the 8, it was the 9 hours, 10 hours short, right? $14. Jeez. No, I remember looking at the chart later that day thinking about you. I was like, shoot, I hope it played out. And I can't remember. What day was that? Was that Monday? Or was that like last week? I remember looking at the chart thinking about if you... Okay, last week. Yeah, no, I remember looking at the chart later that day to see if it worked out for you. And I think it... If I remember correctly, you got back towards the lows in profit, but then it ended up going up later. So unless you got break even or like close in profit, you probably would have like been in the negative again. But I remember as I ended the stream, you were a little bit in the red, and we are kind of hoping that it would get that push down, and it did. It looks like it did. So close in profit, that's what I like to hear. Crazy trade, probably super stressful, like you were saying. But good thing it worked out. You're able to close in some profit. Yeah, there's that push up. Very nice. Yes, also got a nice little push finally. Just about at the highs. Didn't quite sweep them though. Yeah, kind of 50-50 right now, whether it's going to go up or down. We keep kind of faking some people out here. I mean, we're taking out these lows, faking out the sellers, and then we just had this nice push to the highs, but we're already faking out the buyers and making our way right back down. Just kind of chopping around. Auto report Gemini. I don't know I don't know what that is, but cool. What are you waiting for to place? Honestly, right now I'm kind of just waiting for it to get out of this chop. Kind of just couple like bear flags or things that kind of almost worked out, or even this like bull flag is technically played out. But at the end of the day, we're kind of just like shopping around this range, failing to go higher, failing to go lower, kind of sitting around the overnight lows. I mean, look at the 5 minute, just obviously is a good example of that. You can see like this candle, this candle, this candle hardly moved at all. And even this one wicked up, but now we're still like right back to where we were. So yeah, just waiting. Just waiting. Not a fan of this. Probably just gotta wait for the 5 minutes to get a nice close. Disrespecting for value gap, just buy long in 3 hours. You'll be off like a band. Unfortunately, I don't have 3 hours, but it might not be a bad idea. But yeah, it looks like if we get a nice close above these previous wicks and stuff, that helps kind of define a little bit of what we want to do. Right now, though, doesn't really look like it knows what it wants to do. What's the entry? Right now, the entry is don't make a bad entry. We'll wait for the chop to be done. I mean, I guess technically if you're a range trader, you could sell right now and hypothetically it goes back down to these lows. But yeah, I don't like trading the chop or the range. So we're going to be waiting until we break out of it. Satellite moves like this, right? We have a nice move, a little retest, make 250 bucks. Nice and clean. This, not so clean. But for some people, it's pretty nice. So if this is your kind of price action, then hopefully you're making some money. Alright, looks like we're trying to go long again, potentially. I always like to enter on red, and I have to buy. Yeah, it's not a bad strategy. I'm sure it works out. Hopefully enough. Stay in profit, not blow any accounts. Unless it's just like a falling knife kind of day. I think that's how yesterday was, if I remember correctly. For like the beginning part of the day, we were just selling all morning. So might not have worked out the best on that day. But no, yeah, with a day like this, not a bad idea. With this range, looks like we are kind of making our way down to the middle of the range again. How many counts do you have to blow to be banned on Top Step? I don't know. I don't have any Top Step accounts right now, and I'm not really sure. I don't know if they have like a limit. You could probably blow as much as you want. I could be wrong, but every time you buy an account, they make money. So, I mean, that's kind of how prop firms make. That's how they work, right? That's how they make money, is people buying combines and evaluations and blowing them up. Because obviously, if everyone was getting payouts, they wouldn't be making as much money. Short ES right now. Yeah, if ES did just get back up to the highs, could be good short unless we just want to continue going up. Yeah, definitely a lot different than NQ sitting at the lows, so kind of crazy. Another reason why low hesitant to take any trades right now. 15-minute time frame, ES hit all-time high and is currently rejecting. It was, but now it's kind of back up to the all-time highs again. And that is the struggle. At least with I've noticed with NQ, I'm sure ES as well. But when we're at all-time highs, it's really hard to short them. Because eventually, obviously, it has to pull back. But everyone's kind of waiting for the pullback. So they try and sell, but then the market makers, or whatever you want to call them, the big institutions, they kind of take advantage of that, those cheaper prices, and they just keep pushing the price up. And they use all the sellers as liquidity. So all-time highs are kind of hard to short. You got to be a little careful. But yeah, Nasdaq's still just chopping, kind of ugly. I don't know the difference between falling knife and a reversal. I would market Paula's. I guess you meant like pullback, or maybe I just don't know what Paula's means, but no, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Sounds like you know what you're doing, for sure. Cool, thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate it. But yeah, so kind of just chopping around. Yeah, still going higher, making more all-time highs. I kind of want to assume that the Nasdaq will catch up and do that as well. We just need a little bit more confirmation first. Alright, here's a little push up. Looking a little bit cleaner, a little better. Looking like we might get a decent close on the 5-minute as well. Still have 2 minutes left though, so still gonna have to wait and see what happens there. But we're taking out the highs on the 1 minute, making higher highs, and looking good. Looking nice. Yes, still making all-time highs. Never stopping, just green candles. Up and up. Just need NASDAQ to catch up. Get back up to the highs. Alright, let's see. Continue higher. Or if we get a little pullback here. But we might try and get in this long, but we'll see what happens. But we might kind of want it to pull back to the 100 area before we do anything crazy. Yeah, looking like it's going to be a pretty good close on the 5-minute.
Order submitted.
Definitely liking the buys, liking the longs now. But we are going to wait for a good pullback. Not just going to buy the top here. But maybe I should have. Looks like it's kind of working out pretty nicely. Oh, very nicely. Holy cow. Jeez, not sure where that came from. A little 20-point slap up. I don't think there's any news. But definitely looks like a little bit maybe a tweet or something. Or just some typical NASDAQ shenanigans. Yeah, still making new all-time highs. Yeah, we kind of like a pullback to get in this long, but still probably want it to just come down to the 25,100s. Get a little bit better of a pullback, but not sure if we're gonna get it. We might just keep going long and strong. We'll see. Kind of rejecting off the London low there. That's what that blue line is. Might get that little pullback here in a sec. We'll see. Alright, getting a little bit better of a pullback now. Maybe not though. A little short-lived. We'll see if we can get to the 90 MA. Kinda wanna get long with this bull flag setup, but we are a little far from the 9 EMA, which means we could be a little overextended, but I do like the longs. Yeah, I would like a little bit more of a pullback for sure. All right, this is good. This is good. Yeah, if we break above the 120s, probably try and go long, but we are making our way back down. A little heavier than expected, but we'll take it. Good pullback. Like I said, if we get down to the 100s, probably try and we might just get along there. You catch that long? Which one? I'm still waiting for a little pullback. I didn't catch the breakout long because we were just obviously chopping around earlier. So I didn't catch the breakout. But now that we've broken out, I've definitely got my eye on this pullback to see if we can get a good setup to go long.
Order filled.
We'll try this. See if we can get up there and push through, take us some more highs. Nice little pullback, held this 9 EMA pretty well. It got above, back into the 15-minute opening range. So I'm kind of hoping get that little push up, back to the top, make some new highs. We do have a VWAP just up here though, so I'm a little cautious of that. And if we hit VWAP, we're definitely going to be going break even. I typically don't like trading around VWAP, but I'm kind of hoping we get a little push up here, maybe go through VWAP. But definitely taking its time here. Don't want to be impatient, but yeah, typically with these moves, we do like to see a quick little break. Might just take a little bit of time. This could be it here. Almost making our way up to VWAP. I'd be surprised if we don't go and touch VWAP at least. So like I said, if we do, that'll probably be a good spot for me to go break even in case we do bounce off of it and come back down. Yeah, kind of slow continuation. But I do imagine we kind of just go up maybe the rest of the day. Try and catch up to ES a little bit. But you never know. We might just slap down and stop me out. Who knows? Who knows? ES would have been great for longs. Oh yeah, should have been trading ES. I mean, look at that. It's just going straight up. Not sure where it would have been, where the entry would have been, but oh yeah, it's just going up. It is finally stalling out a little bit here, but it does look like it has its own kind of bull flag that it's trying to work out. But can't win them all, so hopefully we do. But it is looking like it's kind of struggling here to really push through this. Dylan tapping in. What's up? Good to see you again. Some roast for good luck. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I need the. Apparently, I need it. I didn't think we'd be in the trade this long.
Stop filled.
Yeah, so I don't know where the sellers are coming from, but they're here. Taking out the lows. That's alright though. Down $10 on the day. Not too bad. Might try and catch another trade, but also I don't mind a break-even day. It's Friday. It's not the end of the world. And that might have just been like a little sweep. We might even still play this out here. Yeah, a little more liquidity before it goes higher. I know, I thought we had like a nice little pullback. Thought maybe that's what we needed, but now we're getting in the area that's a little dangerous because like you said, might just need more liquidity, but also like
Order filled.
we just took out like a low on the 1 minute, almost like we're switching directions. Yeah, I appreciate the the validation. It was a good entry. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. Thought we'd for sure go up and touch VWAP again, since it loves to be a little magnet. But I guess not. Yeah, no, it's wasn't bad, just did not get lucky. Tight stop at 10. Yeah, that is a little tight. But again, with that kind of entry, you almost are looking for a little bit more of a quick breakout. And we just kind of chopped around for a couple of minutes and then unfortunately it just broke out lower. But yeah, I don't know if I'm trusting it either. Kind of a tough one. Yeah, let's see if we get any other good entries here. If not, it's whatever. We tried to make some money today. Didn't quite get it. Yeah, Friday. What can you do? Maybe we'll try again if we start taking out some of these highs again. We'll see. I know, I still kind of do too. I guess we were kind of just rejecting off this fair value gap here. Also, I did get long on this other accounts, just a micro. Again, if you've been here before, sometimes I take these other trades on the 5-minute chart. They're a little bit bigger. This is 50 points. That's why I'm in just a micro. So just $100. Not a ton of risk, but 50-point move. We'll see if we kind of hold this inverse fair value gap and push up. So far, we're doing pretty nicely. If we get down here, I might get in another one. Dollar cost average a little bit. So we'll keep our eye on that. But also, we're kind of still going to be looking for some trades here. Maybe if we inverse this, we'll try again. I don't know. Yeah, good bounce right off the 100. That's kind of what I was looking at earlier. Yeah, we could hold this bearish gap here on the 1 minute, make a little bit move down still. I almost imagine we do kind of push up still. I feel like that's kind of a typical Friday thing to do is we push down, take out the overnight lows, maybe chop a little bit, and then we just kind of like slowly grind up the rest of the day. I like that green candle. Yeah, that's a good one. I was kind of thinking if we closed above here at the 110s, maybe go long. We still might. Yeah, oh shoot.
Order filled.
This might be a terrible entry. Should have waited for a little bit of a pullback, but I imagine we break out and go like we keep breaking higher, but I might have just gone faked out again. We'll see, we'll see. We did get a lot of momentum there with the buyers. But of course, once I got my entry, Now the buyers are gone. What are you trading? This is NQ Futures. Oh yeah, we're already getting that pullback. Jeez. Yeah, you know, 114 at 14. Yeah, I got a little worse of an entry, but we'll see if we can still play it out. I'll keep my stop kind of stack at 250 just so I don't lose too much here. I don't really want to put it all the way down here at 525. That's a little bit of risk that I'm not quite wanting to take. Yeah, I definitely should wait for a little bit of a pullback after that push, but it is what it is. I still don't mind it too much. I still imagine we push up. We're still looking pretty good on this other trade. We're up 15 points now, so this one's looking good. This one should get that little push, that little scalp play. Again, just looking for a piece of the pie here. But then this one kind of going for the whole move. So let's see if we can get to this piece, but also if we can get to the whole move. We're getting close to VWAP. This could still be a good spot to go break even just in case, but might let it breathe a little. I don't know. We'll see how we react once we get there. Hopefully we just get that break up. Take out these highs. Because yeah, it'd make perfect sense for it to go up, sweep the highs, and then if it wants to go lower, that's fine. But yeah, surely we kind of hold this and take out these highs. I'm in 4 minis. Nice, nice. Alright, here we go, here we go. I gotta stop talking. Gotta stop jinxing it. Almost that VWAP there. Alright, there it is. Unfortunately, we kind of bounce off VWAP a little bit. Which makes it a little tough. Yeah, I probably should have gone break even, like I said, off the VWAP touch. But I kind of wanted to give it a little room to breathe, which may have been a mistake. We'll see. But the 5 minutes still looking pretty good. Ooh, Dylan's in a quick, short scalp. Hopefully you can make some money too. Without me getting stopped out, of course. That was a nice little red candle there. Yeah, 5 minutes definitely looking better than the 1 minute. 1 minute's definitely a mess. Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes chilling. Gotta get up to the 28s and then probably just keep pushing through up here. Good candles for sure. Even the 1 minute, it's not terrible. We did get a nice bounce off 15 minute opening range low, as well as the 90 MA. It is just failing to get that break, kind of like we had earlier. Because yeah, typically with these flags and these kind of setups, we like to see that breakout. Yeah, struggling to get the momentum here, which is definitely preferable. But it's still looking alright. Question is, will it be alright enough to not get stopped out? Yeah, I might do the same if it kind of keeps struggling after like gets back to these highs again. Because yeah, it makes sense if we kind of take out these highs and ideally take out the other highs as well. But if we kind of struggle up here some more, I might just go break even or cut it like you were saying. Oh yeah, we're still just struggling. Might just need a little bit of time to figure out what it wants to do. ES as well kind of struggling, like it's kind of just chopping now, kind of struggling to make new highs. This is another kind of bull flag though right here. So if we take out this high on this wick, we should be home free, hypothetically. I know, that's what I'm saying, it's gotta push soon. Surely it's gotta push. Oh, there it is, maybe. Take out the high in that 1 minute candle. We do have VWAP still right there though, which does make it tricky. If we push VWAP again, I'm probably gonna go break even. Even though it's a little tight. It's either gotta break it or obviously not. And if it doesn't, probably not gonna be liking it as much. I mean, even this, like the fact that we kind of got above that candle there and just didn't break above it. A little red candle slap. Definitely not looking the best here. If I had my stop lower, I probably wouldn't mind holding on to it a little bit longer, but it definitely could come stop me out before it goes up. Oh yeah, this is kind of just a mess. Again, this is a momentum kind of move, and the fact that we got in and there's no momentum and we're just chopping around, failing to go higher. Unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna get stopped out here, but maybe not, maybe not. I might try and take a break even if I can. Hopefully we get saved by that the little wick there. It's not over yet. This is the 1 minute? Yes. Is that, yeah, that should be what you're saying. Dang, that was a close one. Dang, I still kind of want to hold it. Let it get above this wick here. But damn, we just rejected right off my entry. That's crazy. We're already back down at the lows. I guess I should have just gone out when I had the chance, but after that nice wick, kind of wanted to like give it a chance to go up a little bit. Yeah, I should have stuck with my rules in the beginning. I think that's kind of maybe the problem or my biggest regret. Because I said in the beginning, if we hit VWAP, go break even. And I didn't do that. Saved, thank you for the follow. But yeah, actually this could be it right here. Again, it's hard not to want to hold this to like let it get that bull flag break, but we're just rejecting off my entry every time. Jeez. Making me regret not getting out every time. See, now it's just making me emotional. It's like, what's going on? Oh yeah, Fridays, clearly. I mean, look at this rates bait. I need to stop trading Fridays too. What am I doing? It's just teasing my stop and my entry.
Stop filled.
Oh, there we go. And it's probably going to bounce right back up right now. Still want to risk more than that. My chart looks different than yours. Any ideas? Well, I'm on NQ 1 minute, so I don't really, not sure why yours would look different. Unless your data is delayed, maybe. Stops at 100. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good stop. Probably better than mine. What a pain, though. Ah. Yeah, I might have to stop trading after that, after these two losses. This is a joke. I don't know why I can't get above here, but kind of a joke. There my soul too. Alright, have a good day. Good luck with the rest of your trades. Appreciate it. Good luck to you as well. Have a good rest of your day. Maybe the last 5 candles look different. That might be it. Sometimes if your data is delayed, it'll be delayed by like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, no, freaking, like I said, should have stuck to my rules. As soon as we hit VWAP, which is literally at like 122, I should have gone break even. Because I knew it was going to bounce down. But yeah, just randomly I expected the little bounce off VWAP, but then we kind of held up, so I thought we would push higher right here. And we just slapped down again without even getting back to VWAP, so. This still might be, I mean, this might even be the low. I should have just put my stop lower, maybe. Yeah, the 4-hour gap keeping it down, that's probably part of it, as well as the 5-minute gap here. We are still holding this. And again, a higher time frame, overall move, still feeling kind of bullish. I'm trying to keep my stops kind of around 250 just so I can avoid like big losses. Because if it does go out and take out this low in the 1 minute, it's like a $500 loss. Not really want to lose that much. Ooh, Dylan's still short. He's making some money for now. It might bounce all the way back up here. I kind of want to try it again, but frig, it's not working though. So like, that's the dumb thing. Is like, I almost can't take it because I've already tried it twice. But I guarantee it's going to push the highs now. Yeah, your stop at 100 was a good call. See, that's what we were waiting for this entire time. But, as we know, the market makers love to watch the stream. And they make sure I get stopped out, right? Target at 35 plus. That's a good target. We're still just struggling to get past the 20s. Kind of a joke. Kind of. Yeah, probably just going to be done trading this. Unless we get any kind of better moves here. Which we're not really getting. Unfortunately. Yeah, no, definitely. Again, it's not a bad hold. Unless you have a tight stop, which mine might have been hair too tight, apparently. But yeah, I still kind of like the longs. Bro, why you sell? I did not sell. These were both buys. You can see my entry was right here, and then it got stopped out down here. I know, it just doesn't want to go over the 25, 20 area. It's really struggling. Once it does, it probably will break up to the 35s or 40s pretty quickly. But until then, you dang, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both not bad longs, I don't think. Just stop was too tight here. And then we just got in a little unlucky with this little fake out move. You should buy in green. Why? Well, I mean, if I want to go long, I like your idea sometimes of like a red candle, little pullback, and then go and then buy. But also, that's kind of what we had here. We had these red candles, and then I waited for this candle to kind of close, and then for it to kind of push above it, and then I got long. And for whatever reason, we just didn't really get any push. Typically, that's what we do with the bull flags. And then here we got kind of, again, I mean, yeah, we could have bought down here, but really hard to know if that's the move, obviously. And then, yeah, I thought we might get that break. A little bit of profit, but not enough. Not enough. Got stopped out. Should have followed my rules. Don't like trading by VWAP, but we did anyways. And that's probably why we're kind of chopping here. So, gotta love the VWAP chop. Yeah, I'm always at 100 because that's the low of that nice green candle earlier. Now that 100 is a good idea. Like I said, just trying something different with this account. Typically, I would put my stop probably like at the low down here, at the wick, or yeah, kind of like you said, around 100 at the low of the body. But trying to keep like a static stop just so I'm kind of always risking the same amount. See how that works, right? Just go for 250 every time. Might work, might not. I mean, obviously still have this other account trading differently, going for the overall move. Right, stop all the way down at the lows, 1-to-1, target the highs. Pretty big trade. Might not work out, but yeah, just couldn't get past the 25s, couldn't get past VWAP. Again, should have gone break even after VWAP because that's kind of what we thought might happen. Guess I just got a little greedy, wanted to make back the money from the other trade. Yeah, this entry's still holding up nicely on the 5-minute. We are kind of just chopping. Just chopping this new range that we've made. Kind of right here. And right here. I should have bought down here. Yeah, just buy the bottom of the range. But I'm not a range trader, so you do. Thoughts on eggs? I like eggs. I don't eat them all the time. Probably because I'm a little lazy sometimes. Even though they don't even take that long to cook. I don't know why, but it's not like it is a kind of a desired taste, and it's not always my favorite. But at the same time, I do like them, and I like the protein. They're healthy for you, so I do like eggs. I'm a fan. Yeah, once it's tapped in there and rejected the second time, that's get out and break even for me. Yeah, I should have done the same. Or obviously just gotten lucky with my stop. I mean, literally we caught the bottom. But yeah, if I didn't get stopped out, I would have also gone break even after we bounced off that for the second time. You buy or not? I mean, I did. But I haven't again yet. Well, I guess I did buy earlier. I mean, this trade's been going on for like, well, how long has it been? Almost like 30 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. So I've been in this for a while, just on a micro. It's definitely like the better trade. But it's like the overall move, not just a scalp, so it's probably gonna take a little longer, but we're up 20 points. Just need to break out of this range, dang it. Watch it try again and break since I'm already out. Estimates. Well, that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen here. I thought like, oh, I get stopped out by like a couple points at the bottom, and then now we're gonna break out. I thought that's what was gonna happen with right here. I was like, dang, at least he's still in the trade. That's good for him. But honestly, yeah, probably the same thing might happen here. You get stopped out. Take out these lows. And then now it's gonna push. Of course it's going now. Exactly. That's just how it goes. New to trading. What platform is this? This is NinjaTrader. You've been so unlucky. Yeah, that's how it's felt. Luckily, I've been keeping my losses to a kind of a minimum. We did catch that win earlier. Probably should have just been a little bit more cautious, less greedy. It's a Friday. We were kind of chopping. I thought for sure that once we broke the chop that we get a nice little move, but we did not. We were just chopping more from one chop to the next chop. And second trade, probably shouldn't have lost. But we tried to hold it, tried to give it a chance. Didn't work out for us. So he's very for me. Yeah, it's kind of been not bad, but not great for me. I'm still up $200 on the week on this account that I'm trading. I started it this week. I made like 500 one of the days earlier this week, like Tuesday. And then Wednesday I might have made like 250, I think. And then yesterday I lost 250. And then today lost 250. I think that's how the math is. But yeah, it looks like we are kind of going for the highs here finally. Jeez, what a pain. What a painful chop. It's what the low should go now. Yeah, I should have probably tried going for the long off that sweep of the low. I'm guessing that message is a little delayed. Or maybe not. But yeah, I did sweep that low. Took out the liquidity probably needed to push up. Thoughts on Halcyon Trader Funding? I have not heard of them, so I don't have any thoughts. 100k in the red? Oh geez, that's a lot in the red. Unless you're like a millionaire. Well, even then, that's still like 10% of your account. If you have $10 million, that's not too bad. Well, 100k in the red is pretty rough. Alright, we did take out the highs, but we're still struggling to really break and make the move here, unfortunately. Making it a little tough. Also, ES slowly making its way down now after all the buying. Yeah, kind of rough, kind of a rough Friday. Only down 265 though, can't complain too much. And obviously we're doing pretty alright on this trade. I'll probably just go break even since maybe just lock in like, oh, like 10 bucks, I don't know, something like that. We'll probably not get back down there. And if we do, we'll send the trade. Don't want to be here all day. We're up like 30 points on this trade. I have like an 80% win rate on this strategy, but it does take a little bit more time, a little more patience. Obviously, this is like a 50-point move, so you gotta size down a little bit. Otherwise, you'd be risking like $1,000. But yeah, the scalps. I like the scalps. I want to take more.
Order submitted.
Like, I kind of want to take this. Like, we close above the London low. Get a little retest and push. The only problem is we're just not. We're not really
Order
moving.
filled.
Also, the ATR is down to a 9. Yeah, not the best close. Above. Might just be getting unlucky again. But also, I don't think it's the worst idea. Maybe it is. But ATR is down to a 9, so it's probably going to be a little hard to hit my target here, but surely we just push up and maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I might have to move my profit target down a little bit since the ATR is pretty low. Might not get the full move here. So we're getting a little bit bounce. That's kind of what we were looking for. We just need momentum. Come on, buyers. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? I know, we're definitely like the longs are the play. It's just hard to know when to do it because earlier we just chopped and then we broke the chop, but we're still kind of struggling to go anywhere. Yeah, I know volume. I know. I might just close this trade. It's really boring. No movement. Just kind of barcoding. ATR is down to a 8.79. Probably not gonna be able to hit my target very well anyways. It's only 12.5 points, which is typically not that much. It's just a little scalp. But right now it feels like it's the biggest move of the day. Oh man. Really tested my patience today. Gotta love Fridays. We need some more news or something. Spice this up a little bit. This could be the break here. Or not. But yeah, this is still my last Friday trading. I know, like, I don't know why Fridays are so bad. I mean, I kind of do. Because it's like the weekend. People are ready to go break even. There's that bounce finally. But it's the weekend. People are just kind of done for the week, I suppose. But yeah, I probably gotta stop trading
Target
Fridays
filled.
too. There we go. That's the trade. That's what we've been waiting for freaking like forever. Jeez. Fridays are definitely a bit of a joke. We'll take it. We're break even on the day. I mean, negative 20 with the fees, but man. Kind of rough. Pump and dump Fridays, seriously. No, yeah, definitely got to be more careful. Glacier, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. I don't know if you're still in the watching the stream, but thank you. Yeah, if you're on TikTok and want to check out my YouTube, I'm also live there. If you like TikTok, obviously, don't worry about it. Stay here. But if you like YouTube better, you can see a little bit more of my charts there, and I post videos and stuff like that every now and then. So feel free to check it out. BangerTrades on YouTube. Subscribe. live every weekday, trading, same with TikTok. Good little scalp here. Probably gonna just have to call it a day after making back those losses. But I don't think I'm gonna end the stream yet, so feel free to keep hanging out. We still have this trade going, which is the bigger trade, the better we'll call it the better trade, right? The 5 minute, you know, this one's you just take the trade and you just like let it do its thing. And it's not too bad. But trying to scalp all these little trades with this chop is kind of a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. Not a fan. But this one, kind of nice. Up 70 bucks, only in a micro. Should have gone a little bit more, but kind of trying to keep my risk a little tight on this account right now. Just because we're in a little bit of drawdown. So, and it's a Friday. So, hopefully get 100 bucks here. But, yeah, 50-point trade. We like the 50-point trade. Even if it is only one micro. Maybe a little trailer stop up, lock in like 45 bucks or something. 47. Why not? We'll put it kind of halfway, see if it stops me out in profit, or if it goes and hits my target at 51. The market is finally starting to move a little bit. Oops. A little bit more, finally. But yeah, still getting kind of low here. ATR 8.29. Green is green, brother. Exactly. Green is green. So yeah. Almost got a little tilted there. Not tilted, but definitely a little rough seeing those trades on the 1 minute trying to scalp. I mean, I was up 250 to begin with. Avoided this chop. I thought for sure after we broke the chop we would get some nice moves, but then we just kept chopping. So, but we made it back. Only down 20 bucks now, so not too unhappy with that. Can't complain. Yeah, this trade's been great.
Stop filled.
Oh, just kidding. Chad, did you see that? What was that? That candle just teleported down to stop me out. Man, the market makers. Oh, they're really watching the stream now, aren't they? Yeah, there's the volume. Jeez. Yeah, the 1 minute. That was a crazy little slap down. Bounce back up. I mean, a little unfortunate there. I mean, maybe my fault for moving my stop up. I thought I had gave it plenty of room to breathe there. I was literally like 20 points below where price was. But we just got like that little teleportation down to stop me out. Now we're back up. A little unfortunate. Yeah, liquidity grab for the push. Definitely. A little unfortunate that it stopped me out, but green is green, like you said. So still 22, 23 points on that trade. Still pretty solid. I imagine I'll still go and hit my target, but it is what it is. Dylan's long right now. That's what we like to hear. The longs are looking fantastic still. They're just taking their time. Slow and steady, right? I'm just gonna see if I can do something here. See if I can put the TikTok chat onto my YouTube. Just so they like know what's going on with the chat and like what I'm saying. Display capture. All right, all right. How's that look, chat? Does that look good on the YouTube? See a little bit of the TikTok activity. Thought that might be like a kind of a good idea. Put it kind of down there in the corner, just so you guys don't think I'm just talking to myself, going crazy or anything. Because I do that, to be fair. But then you can see these guys' questions and things. I wish I could put the YouTube chat on TikTok, and there's probably a way. I just need to like figure out how to do it. Yeah, a little unfortunate there. Got stopped out. But green is green. Pretty solid day. Up 45 bucks on this account. Down 20 on the other. But basically break even on the other. Got the win in the beginning of the day and then 2 losses. But then we got another win. Pretty solid. Might be done trading for the day, but I might... Yeah, I might play a little Black Ops 7 beta. I do have the early access, so I might play a little bit of that if you guys want to stick around. Just entered long, still open, current, up $500. That's what we like to hear. How many contracts are you in? Are you just in one contract? Or are you like in micros or... CEO Stacks, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. $40 micros. Jeez, is that not like... I don't know, like aren't the commissions on that like really high? That's a lot of micros. Yeah, imagine the... I'm trying to remember how much that is, because I know, obviously, like micros are still cheaper than minis, but like when you have a lot of micros, it definitely adds up. Like if I take 10 micros instead of one mini, even though it's the same size, I'm paying more in fees. But it's nice that you have like options to get in and out of trades and like scale out and scale in and stuff. Hey bro, how are you able to go live with 160 follows? I want to start trading on my new trading page. It was actually a little bit complicated to figure out, but basically on Streamlabs, I don't know if this is like how it even worked, but it might be. Basically, if you have OBS and you have Streamlabs and you're going to go live, there's kind of an option to kind of connect your TikTok, and basically you can like apply to basically like go live with like Streamlabs. I'm not sure if that's like what finally got it to work, but I basically got approved. Oh yeah, so you have OBS with the Streamlabs attachment installed to it, or the add-on, and then you click on like the multi-stream thing. You can kind of like check like the TikTok, and yeah, it kind of gave me an option to kind of like apply to go live or whatever. And I don't even think I like put in an application or anything. It just kind of took like a day or two, and then it like said it was approved. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I still don't know if I can go live directly from OBS, because I don't have like a stream key or anything. Like it's super hard to like find and do that. But somehow I kind of got to work, and now I have the TikTok Live Studio, application on my computer, and I just use like the virtual screen from OBS and put that onto TikTok Live Studio, and it works. So it took a little trial and error, but I kind of figured it out, and now it's working. And we got a pretty nice stream going, so can't complain. Long scalp here. Potentially, we did take out this low on the 1 minute, and ES kind of looking a little bearish, but kind of just chopping around. So hard to say, but we do have this London low right here that we've been bouncing. We've bounced several times, so I imagine it wouldn't be a bad idea to bounce it again. So it's up to you for sure. Thanks, bro. Yeah, of course. Happy to help. Like I said, a little complicated, but we figured it out and it worked. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna take advantage of it. Yeah, it also like it worked back when I had. For those of you who've been coming to the stream for a while now, I'm not sure. Some of the names I'm seeing are a little bit newer, but I think I've seen X6 before. But yeah, I started going live when I had like 30 or 40 followers. But that was only like 3-4 weeks ago. So yeah, I've definitely been seeing some growth. I've been getting like, I want to say like 5 followers on average per stream. Maybe like some streams I've gotten like 10 or more. So it's been really good for growth, as well as just like posting my TikToks daily or semi-daily. So it's been good. It's been a fun journey. But yeah, I've already got 6 followers on this stream, so it's pretty solid. Can't complain about that. YouTube's a little slower though. We got 46 subscribers now on YouTube, but definitely not as quick to grow like on TikTok. Oh yeah, looks like that long would have been a pretty good idea. Yeah, I'm kind of just I don't really trust the price anymore. It's Friday, kind of just from. Oh, I moved the line by accident. Oops, I don't know where it was. I think it was somewhere like right there, maybe. Austin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, we went from one chop down here to another chop right here, and now potentially another chop. So my advice, probably not worth trading today unless you're really confident in your setup, whatever that may be. Yeah, thanks for everyone who's checking out the stream, for following, liking the stream, everything. Always appreciate it. Helps me grow, helps me to stay motivated to keep doing this. It's been a fun journey. But yeah, super tough at first when there's no one to talk to or chat to. Just talking to myself. But yeah, I got a couple of viewers on YouTube, a bit on TikTok. It's been good. Appreciate it. Short one time. Yeah, looks like that would have been a good little short up there. Down, took out this low in the 1 minute. Wouldn't it be a good imbalance below? Potentially. If you're talking about the 1 minute, these two imbalances could be a good spot to bounce. But we are kind of making some bearish price action here. So I'd be a little careful, because we could get down here and continue lower. But also, we could get down there, take out the rest of this liquidity, and then bounce. So definitely hard to say sometimes. Hard to say. But we are bouncing off a VWAP. So VWAP could be a good spot to hold the market, keep pushing higher. Potentially, but we'll see. 30-point sell is good. Looks like it could. Looks like it could start selling off, maybe retrace back up to this imbalance. And then 30 points back down to the 100s could definitely be, could be the play. Absolutely. Oh yeah, there's sellers coming in. Looks like you had the right idea. But yeah, like I said, we've got to be a little careful with these imbalances because it could bounce, but also with this bearish price action, we could do exactly what we just did. Yeah, there's the 30-point sell. Almost. Crazy little slap there. Volume button sellers coming in. Kind of strong there. Probably won't be good to, or probably would have been good to trail it then. Yeah, potentially. Probably a better idea. Looks like we did reject bottom of the 15-minute opening range. Closed right back above it. Sellers still looking like they're kind of in control here. 7 points away from TP, very bad. Oh shoot. Yeah, you got real close there. It still might make its way down there. It might just need a little retracement or pullback. Maybe hit these imbalances and continue lower. Hopefully it works out for you. But yeah, it's not looking the best with this wick here. Jose Perez, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. 1 hour 20 MA is pushing. Oh yeah, looks like it. Looks like it is. Kind of nasty 1 hour candle though. The green one right before the one we're currently on. Definitely looking bullish for overall. But yeah, we are getting a nice little short back here. But I imagine we find some support and continue higher later today sometime. We'll just see when. Don't know when that's going to happen. It's going bullish to the order block up top. Yeah, that'd be probably my guess too. Somewhere up there. The order block, or maybe just like take out the overnight highs potentially. Gotta love how Call of Duty has to update, requires restart every time you open the game. A joke. Absolute joke. I'm not mad though. I'm just joking. We just need to see the market pause from here and enter above. Let that EMA push. Yeah. That seems like it's kind of what we're potentially waiting for. Is BO7 worth it? Honestly, I don't know yet. I played a little bit of the beta last night for like maybe 30, 40 minutes. I'm gonna try and play it a little bit here on stream for you guys just while we watch the markets for a little bit longer and keep chatting. But it has been, I don't know. If you played Black Ops 6, it's pretty similar. It is more futuristic. It does like look good. I think fundamentally it's like a pretty solid game. But it's just I don't know. It felt a little weird. It wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna give it another chance. Don't want to give up on it just yet. But I might just, yeah, I don't know. Let me turn down the volume. I think it's a little bit loud. I'll switch it over in a sec so you guys can see it as well. Best risk reward for sell. Yeah, for sure. I think it's gonna go back to 1 hour highs. I kind of do. Yeah. I mean, the shorts aren't looking terrible right now, like the lower time frames, but also we're holding this bottom of the 15-minute opening range, and clearly like the 1 hour. I mean, if you look at that huge wick with the green candle close, like it's a pretty good close. Hard to short after that hour close, and even like the 5-minute, it's still looking very bullish. I think we're definitely gonna make our way back up to the highs potentially. Might not happen today. Maybe it'll happen like Monday, Sunday night. I think I'll switch to Battlefield. Yeah, that's honestly, I mean, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 1. If you check out my YouTube or even my TikToks, you'll probably see some clips I've had just playing Battlefield while trading and stuff. I've always been a bit of a Battlefield fan just because it's a more fulfilling of a game where I'm able to like go in 32 players versus 32 and like it's just a lot more rewarding to like win and work as a team. Also, there's no skill-based matchmaking. And that's kind of the biggest thing for me. Like, I like Call of Duty, it's fun. There's a little bit more dopamine because it's just like quick, get kills, kill streaks, right? Pop off. But with skill-based matchmaking, it's so annoying and like hard because as soon as you do good and have one good game, you just get like kind of screwed. If you know what I mean. So, yeah, it kind of makes it a little tough. Not a fan of skill-based matchmaking. Sell? Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good sell. We got the bear flag right here. But I might bounce this 15-minute opening range low again, so yeah, I'm not gonna short into that. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't have the biggest problem with like skill-based matchmaking. But as a semi-decent player, every time I have a good game, I just go against a bunch of sweats afterwards, which kind of not my favorite. But we'll see if we can get some good games, have a little fun. If not, it's whatever. How long you been trading, bro? I've been trading for about 2.5 years, and I have not played Skates, no. I mean, I did play a little bit of like, there was a Tony Hawk game I played on the PlayStation 2. But that was probably like 15 years ago. So I don't think that counts. Oh, jeez. Someone has their voice chat on, I better turn that off. Voice chat off. I don't need to be hearing what they're saying, especially while I'm on stream. Koi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And the share as well. Might turn the volume down just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll see how this game goes. Like I said, it's not a bad game fundamentally. Like, it feels pretty solid. Like, I'm not like lagging too much or anything when I play. The guns don't feel terrible. Oh shoot. Is it like... I don't know, I'm not lagging, but is the stream kind of lagging a little bit? Let me double check. It says I'm still getting... Said anything for the follow. I'm not sure how TikTok is, but... Gameplay lagging? Yeah, that's what it looked like on my... I have a laptop with YouTube up. And it looks like it's lagging a little bit, so I wasn't sure how TikTok was. But... Alright, let me see. Dang, that's a little unfortunate. Normally it doesn't do that when I play like Battlefield and stuff. Another reason why Battlefield might be better. But typically when it starts doing that, especially on YouTube, it's because my bitrate is down. Games plus NQ equals rocket ships. Yes, sir. Pretty killer combo. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's bugging out the way that it is. Because I don't think I've had that problem before with like I said, like Battlefield and stuff. But it is a new game. It's super cool, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. It is a new game. It is a beta. So that's probably why. I just need to get a capture card. That would probably fix all my problems. Not that I have a ton of problems. Socks and games don't go together, bro. We gotta stick on game. You might be right. Might be right. This game's definitely not mixing well for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's lagging. Like I said, usually don't have that issue with like Fortnite or... I accidentally threw my grenade there. Battlefield 1 also has never given me the lag. And like my screen, obviously you guys can't see, but it's like butter smooth. Buttery smooth. Connor, thank you for the follow. But if it's lagging for you guys, I probably just won't. I probably won't play. It's probably just not worth it. Because yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I'll turn on my settings. I don't need to play on extreme settings. Which right now I do have extreme. So we'll just go to like balanced. We definitely don't need ultra settings. Let me know if that looks any better or like is any smoother. It's not looking like it on the YouTube. Maybe there's another setting. Let me double check. There must be something I'm missing here. Render resolution, balance, upscaling. Maybe I just need to change that to like FSR, frame gen, no, VRAM. I'm not really sure where that should be. I might have to look up some settings off stream sometime just to see like what the best settings are.
Hostile UAV established above.
Hostile deleted.
Oh, he's behind me. I must have ninja or something because I did not hear a single thing. But also this game could just have bad footsteps. It could just be how it goes. Alright, yeah, my YouTube's still looking kind of laggy. Sorry about that. It's kind of lame, not gonna lie. Bitrate's still at 18,000. So it shouldn't be coming through laggy like that. It's probably just a Call of Duty problem.
Enemy UAV detected.
Yeah, I'll probably try to get a capture card at some point. Because then I shouldn't have any issues with like the stream choppiness or anything like that. My computer's plenty powerful. I mean, I have a 7900 XTX graphics card. I've got Ryzen 7 7800X3D processor. Like, I've got a pretty killer PC. So I definitely don't run into too many issues like lagging or anything like trade stream and all that, all the above. Even though I'm like double streaming on TikTok and YouTube, I usually don't have any issues. But yeah, for some reason, Cell cooked me. Oh, rats. Oh, yeah, shoot. That's right. We bounced off the 15-minute opening range low like we talked about, and we're still making our way back up. But yeah, kind of bugging me it's not working. I kind of want to like troubleshoot and figure out why. See if I can like get it to work here. But it might not today. Yeah, still looking pretty choppy when I move around. Gosh dang it. Well, thanks for hanging out still, even though not playing games. Quality is pretty choppy. Yeah, let's see if there's any other settings that I can toy with in the meantime. Graphics. Minimum. Honestly, we'll just try going to like the lowest settings, maybe. I don't really need good graphics for this game. I don't think that helped though.
Heads up. Hostile scout pulse.
Oh, pushing the highs there though. Ooh, you've been buying all the money, make a bit of money, got hands out itchy. Yeah, that's the stuff over the trading. You just get that itch to make some more money, to go for the sell, right? A little bit of FOMO. And got cooked. It happens. I've been there. It'll probably happen again, probably sometime next week. Hopefully not though. But yeah, let's see if it holds this gap or not. Aw, man. Got stabbed. Kind of crazy. It looked like the guy spawned behind me. That's kind of wild. Typical Call of Duty spawns, am I right? I think this game does have potential though. Like, it doesn't feel terrible. It is just very similar to Black Ops 6, which I already have. And part of me is like, well, maybe I should just play Black Ops 6 instead of 7. But I don't know. The reskin does look nice. Like the futuristic setting is kind of cool. It's kind of like Black Ops 3 a little bit. The wall jumping is kind of cool, I guess. But it's kind of just a gimmick. Like, it's not really something that, like, needs to be in the game. Actually, maybe I'll just restart the game. I'll see if that works. If it does, great. If not, it's whatever. It's 10 o'clock anyways, so market's probably going to slow down here in a second. But I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of Call of Duty in on stream. Actually, not a bad bull flag here. Kinda want to take it, but I'm not going to. Gonna stick to my plan. We shorts or longs? Probably longs. I'm pretty bullish today after taking out the overnight lows. See, we took those out earlier today down here, and since then we've been pretty bullish. And this bull flag is another reason to kind of go long. Bounce off the 90 EMA, holding this bullish gap. Take some of these highs, get above the 45s. We could be very good to push this up. It is a bit. I think my music's getting like louder and louder, I swear. That's a little better. Hey, here's the play. Like I said, don't really want to take it just so I can kind of stay consistent with my my risk management here. We took the win, then the 2 losses, but then another win, so kind of break even on the day. Don't really want to overtrade. That's the simplest way of putting it. Don't overtrade. And that definitely could be a potential outcome if I keep trading. Even if it is like a semi-decent trade or a good trade. And the market, I mean, the ATR is down to a 7.87, which means even if we got in this, it's going to be pretty low volume, low volatility. So probably going to struggle to hit my target anyways. What do you mean struggle? What are you using? I might have to clarify what you mean by what am I using. But as far as struggling, basically, I typically go for about 10 to 12 points of profit, which is about like $200, $250 on the NASDAQ. And when the volatility goes down, which you can kind of gauge off watching the ATR, that's this indicator down here. You can see right now it's a 7.48. And you can see earlier today it was a 15. So it's gone down quite a bit. And typically from my trading and trial and error and different things in the past couple of years, when it's below, yes, so when it's, when the ATR is low, that kind of means the volatility has gone down. And you can kind of see that here. You can see these candles are very small compared to these candles, right? Like these candles are a lot bigger than these candles. And especially these ones like right here, they're very tiny. So even if this is a good trade, it might take twice as long to like work. And it might just like struggle to like, for example, if I get long here and my target's up here at this white line, it's just going to take like a lot longer to get there, and it's going to be a lot harder to get up there because of the lower volume and the lower volatility. And the ATR helps you kind of gauge that, because so on ATR, what are you looking for that boost? I just kind of look at the number. Basically, the ATR is the average true range and this is the 14-minute period. I think you can see all this on the TikTok here. Basically, it looks at the last 14-minute candles on the 1-minute chart and kind of will basically give you an average range of like points. So when it's like below a 10, typically, which we've been at for a little while now, I don't like trading if it's below a 10. Because if it's below a 10, it's probably going to look kind of like this, or kind of like this, where we kind of just chop and we don't really do a lot. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I'm answering your question. All right. So as far as what I look for, I just look for this number to be above a 10 typically. Like we typically are like earlier on in the day. But like if we're below a 10, it's just like not a very, there's just not a lot of volume, not a lot of trading. So it's just a little slower, kind of like this, pretty slow. Do I trade the trend when it's above 10? Depends on the setup. Sometimes I look for reversals. Sometimes I go with the trend. This trade was kind of with the trend, right? We kind of broke above this support and then we retested it. And then we got that push up. Got a little unlucky with this, kind of tried to trade with the uptrend here, but chopped around and stopped me out. This one as well, I traded with the trend. This is the, yeah, 1 minute chart for NQ. Yeah. Hit TP on longs, let's go. 700, that's what we like to hear. Up 1900 on a day. Oh, that's really killer. Heck yeah. Dilly Willy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, you like the vibe? I also appreciate that. That's kind of the goal. Keep a nice chill vibe. Yeah, have a good time trading. Play some games too. So just waiting for a setup here. Yeah, kinda. It is again kind of a low volatility. It's kind of slowing down. So that's where it might be harder to find a setup. You play Warzone? Not typically. I played it a couple times and I don't dislike it. Battle Royale is not my favorite, but I do like Fortnite. That's where I don't know, I guess I'm just a little weird or picky. Because Battle Royales I typically play with like my friends, and my friends just don't play Warzone. They usually play Fortnite or Apex. Leland, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I just like Rebirth on Warzone. Yeah, I think I've heard a lot of people like Rebirth. I got Unreal 340 on Fort. Oh, let's go. I almost got Unreal, but I just I got impatient. I got Elite, almost Champion, doing like Reload Zero build, ranked, solos. But it got to the point where it took like 20 minutes or like 30 minutes to like queue for a game. And like for me that was just too long. I didn't have the patience for that. Do a lot of solo squads. Nice. Yeah, I'll do like solo squads, solo duos sometimes. If you've check out some of my TikToks or YouTube clips, I'll do some of that with Fortnite, and I got some pretty decent clips. So I'll do that sometimes on stream as well. Like I said, I like Fortnite. I've been playing that since 2017, so it's a little different. Warzone, I just never got into. I didn't really get into it when it came out in 2019 or 2020. And I kind of prefer the multiplayer side of Call of Duty. We got the beta here. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to get...
Kill confirmed. You are authorized to engage.
Let's see if the stream works here. Earlier it was kind of choppy. I think it still might be choppy. For me, it's fine. I'm not like lagging at all. But apparently, like the YouTube and the TikTok are both lagging just a little bit.
Our lead has been stolen.
Already not laggy, but like choppy.
We have lost the lead.
Yeah, it still looks a little choppy. Yeah, maybe one day I'll get into Warzone. This gun's got a lot of recoil. Still choppy. I wish I knew. I've been messing with the settings, but nothing's really fixed it. I don't know how I killed that guy. Also, there's got like an Activision guy in my lobby. He just died. Wall jumps are kind of cool in this game. But yeah, if this is just like unbearable to watch, I'll stop because I don't need to play this right now. Figured I'd just check it out on stream with you guys.
Enemy UAV detected.
We are pulling back here a little bit. On NQ. Kind of moving a little bit more now. Still not a lot though. Yeah, stream's still looking a little choppy. Unfortunately. It's just the stream. Yeah, that's the weird part. If you have any suggestions, I'm happy to hear them. I've had this happen before with the Battlefield 6 beta. But the reason why is because it was like kind of over... Actually, there's one more thing I might try. Just double check my